Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Divine, and today we're going to be taking a look at a video in Monarch's Bluff. But first, before we start this video, I want to explain something real quick. These videos are intentionally just to help you out with areas that I have found in my time of playing the alpha and beta, and that I wanted to share with you guys. I think the first part of this game that you should ever do is just have fun with it. But if you're struggling with certain things, maybe like essence finding or iron or different weapons or just general things, that's why I've been building these videos the way I'm doing them, is just to help out a lot of people that I've seen in the comments during my time of playthrough of like questions that I've seen a lot, come up in the chat like constantly. But without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright, so moving over to the map, I want to kind of explain where we're at first. So we can see on the map that we have Monarch's Bluff just right over here on the map itself. And then what we're taking a look at is actually east of Monarch's Bluff and just a little bit south in this green little area. And this is the area that we're going to be in mostly. So what you're going to basically be doing is almost like laps around here, and you can just keep collecting all this essence as long as you want to just keep running around. But there is a little area a little bit further south that has additional items if you want to go harvest those as well. So let's discuss what we have that we need to look at. All right, so for the first items that we're looking at is going to actually require a level 100 mining, but what we can find here is 6 Blight Crag, 4 Earth Crag, 5 Soul Spire, 1 Spring Stone, 2 Scorch Stones, and 3 Life Jewels. Now, you will note that if you have done the beta this far or the alpha, these things are kind of hard to find, and honestly, a lot of this stuff is so confined that it's like the perfect area to harvest all that. All right, so moving into the harvesting section, now this is going to require level 30 harvesting, but we can find 14 different Blight Root, 12 Earth Spine, 7 Dragon Glories, 15 Life Bloom, 17 Soul Sprouts, and 7 River Crests. And I would like to note real quick, according to this map, it definitely is more than what I'm saying are in this area, but I'm just going off of the general vicinity of the area I'm going to be contained in, whereas some of these other items are just kind of on the outskirts. So that's why you're going to see more on the map than what I'm actually telling you. Alright, so this isn't everything that you can find in this area, and there are a couple other things to note here. So the first of which is going to be there is an iron ore deposit that you can get while you're doing this run. There's also 12 different locations of warm plate caps, 1 silkweed, 1 green prisma bloom, 5 different hemp, and then there is also a cave where you can go in and actually get 3 different deposits of saltpeter. So this is great if you are using a gun or if you want to make some gunpowder, especially just kind of stocking up on saltpeter is not a bad idea as well. You can always sell that or give it to your friends or use it for different things to just get your crafting level up even. But this is just one of those little areas that you can kind of grab it while you're doing other things, so might as well. So let's really talk about why you want to kind of do this run and what can you do with all this essence. Now, this essence is going to be kind of vital for a lot of different crafting things, and especially early on, you can actually use this to make some great money or be helpful for your guild or friends, or perhaps you just want to build some weapons or armor for yourself, and this is like the perfect place to do it. But there are going to be a few different level requirements for this run. So we've already discussed that we're going to need level 100 mining if we want to get the essence from those different stones. And then the other one is going to be the 30 harvesting. Now that's going to basically be the whole reason we're even doing this run in the beginning. But those two honestly are not too hard. The harvesting is much easier than the mining, just because early on trying to find iron ore and then silver ore, especially when everybody's going to be starting this game, it's going to be a little bit difficult, and I can understand if you guys have a little bit of struggle getting that 100 mining. But the next is going to be the actual level requirements. So now we can actually see this map pulled up. We can see that the enemies are going to basically range from level 14 to 19 in this area. And let me tell you, there is quite a few enemies in this area. So what I'm going to actually recommend you guys be is about, I would say 25 or higher in the combat level, and this is going to allow these NPCs to have a lower aggression range on you. Now, remember, when you're 10 levels difference from the enemy, that aggro range gets dropped dramatically. So if you can get that like 29 low level 30s when you're doing this run, that's going to be the most ideal point. But if not, you can always do this run lower. It's just going to be a little bit slower for you. So a little bit earlier, I did mention that this is great for money making, and let me tell you guys, I will be doing this on the launch of the game, especially perfecting my run for the Life Bloom, Dragon Glory, and Rivercrest. So that's going to allow me to build the Ice Gauntlet, the Life Staff, and also the Fire Staff. Now these are going to sell like crazy initially because everybody's going to want these weapons, and no one's going to want to take the time to either try to find them for monsters or build them themselves. They would rather just go to the trading post itself and then, just buy it, because why not? So when you're crafting these, sometimes you're going to get the regular basic ones, sometimes you're going to get green, and those green ones are the ones you're going to be after so that you can sell them on the trading post. And I can already tell you guys, you can probably sell these for maybe about 200 gold maybe per. And if you're doing this run, especially early on, if you can get that level gap kind of on people and you know about this area, it's going to make you some killer money. But do remember, when you're going to be making these weapons, you're going to need iron. So if you guys reference my Everfall video, that mining route, that's going to be the perfect one to match up with this Monarch Bluff harvesting route. So between the two of them, you're going to have a lot of stuff to actually build everything that you would ever want and probably turn in awesome profit. Now, some other things to note besides getting those 3 items is when you're getting all the other types of essence as well, this is going to be perfect for those town board missions that you're going to be trying to get, levels up and stuff like that. So you're going to be able to make like rejuvenation potions, mana potions, health potions, stuff like that. And then just basically getting a plethora of different moats and stuff like that so that you can cut gems that you find along the way as well. So these different things are perfect for, getting those gems, cutting those gems, doing all sorts of different town board items, especially if you're going from town to town or something like that. So if you're between Monarch's Bluff and Everfall, which is kind of the two that I really like to bounce between, doing those town boards and getting these 2 different like mining and harvesting routes are just like that perfect combo. Now, the awesome thing with this route is you don't have to go in any which order that you really want to. Basically, you just want to time yourself almost doing a lap or a figure 8 of some sort, and then you're going to basically hit all these different essences as they spawn back up. And that's going to be the ideal part about this. So there's times when I just focus on certain essences that I need, especially during the beta. I was after different life staffs and different ice gauntlets. So I was just focusing on those kinds of essences specifically. So I'm going to pull up the map here, and we can see from this map how dense this area is, full of stuff, and it's going to be awesome to go to. Honestly, it's going to be my go-to for essences. Even when I'm a little bit higher, I will probably still come back here to do some of that essence farming as I need. Now, there's probably going to be better areas in the future when you're getting like 40 to 50 level, especially less competition in those areas because some people are not going to level up as quick. But another good thing about this is while you're harvesting all this stuff, you are still getting combat level, guys. So if you're fighting the monsters so that you can gather the essence, you're going to get experience from fighting those monsters and gathering that essence, which is awesome. Alright, so now that you guys know my secret essence farming spot in Monarch's Bluff, I'm going to call this video done for now. Now, if you like this video, please feel free to give me a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really does help me out. And if you have any ideas for future videos you want to see, just write them down in the comment below. But I will see you guys in the next one.